Alright, hello YouTube, Mukluk here, and we are starting another playthrough of Total War Warhammer 3, where we are learning another one of the many factions in this game. I love the depth of this game. Today, I have given chat a few options of things I have not played before, and they voted Beastmen. It was slightly followed by the French, so maybe we'll do that next. That's Bretonia, by the way. And Beastmen, looking at these, I kind of narrowed it down to two I was interested in, which was Malagor or Morgur, looking at their abilities. And chat said, well, play Malagor or Torox. And I'm not really interested in Torox because he looks like he plays like Khorne, and I didn't enjoy Khorne. So I'm going to go with Malagor. That's where we're going to meet in the middle. So Malagor, a couple things here. He's got plus 50% range when using beast paths, which I think is like underground travel. Like when Skaven do tunneling, or Dwarves do tunneling, or Tzeentch does teleporting, it's just like A to B and you can skip over mountain ranges and stuff. Plus 50% range is pretty insane. Enemies can't heal near you, minus leadership near you. That is really powerful too, it can make them run away. Also, this guy appears to be a flyer. Harpies cause fear. I've really learned to not trust melee flying units, but they could be useful in the early game. Minus 50% dread. I don't know what dread is yet. I've not played any faction that used a resource called dread. More campaign movement range and recruit ranks. So that's all fine. As always, I'm learning on the max difficulty, legendary with very hard, because I am insane. And let's jump into this. I do not know where this guy starts. I know the other guy I had my eye on starts next to Ikit. Another thing is these guys are often almost invisible on the world map for people who don't know, because they are in what's called ambush stance, and frequently you can't spot them unless you get lucky, and then, you know, they get you. They get you. So I'm actually not sure where this guy starts, so I'm going to find out in just a moment. Chat, do any of you know if the Beastmen can confederate each other? Like if you go for a long game? Assuming they don't die. They can. Okay. Good to know. Alright, continue. Oh, this spot? No! Alright, I know where this is. I will, if you will not follow the Crow Father, then the Crow Father will subjugate you. Wait, what? The Crow Father? Is that Tzeentch? I've heard Tzeentch called the Crow before from other factions. What does Confederate do? So Spirit Ravager, let's say you're playing Vampire A, you can Confederate Vampire B, and he becomes like an additional army you can control, under your control, and you get all their land. So it's basically like you absorb them into your empire. Now, you still have the bonuses of the lord you started with, but you'll have multiple lords later on. So in like a really long game, you can absorb the other members of your faction into you if you play correctly. Okay. Close this. So how they play. Harbinger of Disaster. Raise herd stones to establish blood grounds where you can gather marks of ruination that multiply and strengthen your hordes. Fight and raid to maintain bestial rage of your forces, allowing the expansion of horde encampments. Earn dread throughout your campaign to spend on upgrades for the hordes and characters. Use beast path stance to avoid obstacles on the map. Okay. Alright. So starting off, usually you start off with a lord and a hero. This is my lord. I guess this is my hero. What is he? Karok Stoneheart. Chat, who wants to be a cow? I have the ability to change their names. As expected, this guy seems to just have a melee line of skills. Strength of the land. Okay, so there's some special stuff here that is new to me. I'll read that once we get to it. Plague says me. Alright. Plague Stoneheart. There we go. You're the first member. Okay, so you're just a big old bull. Alright, so put the hero in the main army. So for those who haven't seen this game, this guy, this is the Lord, but he represents all of these people. This is an army of all of them. So I'm gonna save the game here. We've got, there's a green bar behind me in the corner that I've never seen. It says Bestial Rage Amassing. Bestial Rage is the Beastman's primary means of achieving growth. Passivity and suffering battle casualties causes Bestial Rage to drop and make it difficult to expand a horde. This is avoided by winning battles or adopting the raiding stance. Okay, so we've got the Beastman ambush stance, which is chance of ambushing any enemy this force attacks. beast paths, which I can basically teleport to anywhere in that green circle. Hidden encampment. You lose rage, but you're immune to attrition, and you're hidden, so this is for, like, recovering, I guess. And raiding, which you gain income, you gain rage, you reduce the growth of the province, you're immune to attrition. Don't know if you recover health or not, though. Okay, so we start right next to this little town, so we're gonna hit it. We could just hit auto and immediately win, but I am going to attack it manually, because I want to see what kind of forces we're working with, because I don't know the troops here. Like, as far as I know, they're all just like goats and cows. I don't really actually know what I got. Petition for next character. I will give you guys a chance once we get more. I could change Malagor's name too, but if I call him Dennis the whole time, I'm never going to remember who I'm playing. I don't anticipate this being too difficult. Low-tier undead units are pretty fragile. Okay, so let's just line everybody up here for a second. Alright, so first up, we have got some harpies. We got some flying chicks. Melee, simple. We got a flying manticore. Big melee. We got a giant. Here's giant next to dudes for size comparison. Bigger melee. Ungor Spearman Horde is these two. They have bonuses. Let's see, they're expendable troops. These are your fodder. Okay. Ungor Herd with shields. They also have stalk. Wait, they all have stalk? No, they don't all have stalk. Okay. The shield ones have stalk. Okay, that's interesting. Your front line is invisible until they get close. Alright, and then over here, what are these? Ungor Raiders, so they've got bows and arrows. And then we got Flag here. There's him. And there's our flying guy, Malagor, who has Flock of Doom and Enfeebling Foe, which are really freaking good. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do shield guys here. And spear guys right behind them. And archers. These dudes. Alright, start battle. Alright, Flock of Doom is one of my favorite spells in the game. And basically you target an area and birds attack that area. And they will basically just every second hit 25 enemy units in the radius. It does not have any friendly fire. The maximum damage of it is not insane, but it's kind of like, you know, it's got aimbot. So just to pause, you can see like there's birds attacking these guys. So it's a great use of mana in the early game. Okay, so here come some dire wolves. They're going right into the Ungors. Send the giant over there. Alright, sending the Manticore over to deal with that. And here comes the zombies. Alright, do I want this guy? Is this... I don't know if I want the Lord meleeing. I can't just let him fly around up above. But, you know, his hit points are a resource. We can have him get in there and throw hands. Alright, summon more angry birds. Alright, send the harpies in. Alright, just gonna speed it up. And we want to minimize the damage we're taking as much as possible here. Now, Undead are a very easy early game opponent because when they get low health and lose morale, instead of like running away, they start to crumble. So they basically help you kill themselves. And there they go, they're all starting to fall apart. Alright, easy, easy, easy. Trying to think, what is the hardest enemy to fight at like level 1? I would say maybe Tzeentch, because they always have like long-range magical artillery. But Undead is definitely one of the easier ones. The Beastmen are a Chaos faction. The Crowfather Malagor mentions is another name for Nurgle. Really? I was thinking, because like Tzeentch is sometimes represented by a bird. I was thinking it was going to be that. Dark Elves. Oh yeah, Dark Elves can be pretty tough because they often have like shades, right? Or Dark Shards. Okay, so that fight is done. Alright, so I've got... Okay, so... Loot and raise and advance, or raise a herdstone. Okay, so raising a herdstone requires a herdstone shard, which it says we have one of, but I'm new to this thing. So, herdstone shards are the raw materials required to raise herdstones. Additional shards are attained when reaching certain ruination levels as you progress through the campaign and can never be lost, only reused. Shards are regained after casting a Ritual of Ruin, or if a herdstone gets destroyed before the ritual is complete. Okay. Raise herdstone. Okay. Gift of Chaos added. Armor-piercing weapon damage +5 to assigned units. Challenge completed, Harbinger of Disaster. By the will of the Dark Gods, the meteoric rock from which the herdstones were hewn once fell upon the world. By that same will have you raised one in their name. Access the Challenges panel to receive your reward for completing the Plight of No Horns challenge. Okay, so this is just research. Okay, so there's only one option. +4 leadership for Ungors and +3 attack for Ungors. Okay. And... Malagor... Okay, so one, Malagor has 2 tabs here because he is a horde thing. We have seen this when we played the Vampire Pirates with the boats and the Masters of Innovation with the Aerial Workshop. Okay. Usually our first 2 points we get plus 10%. Usually this gives +5 for most factions. Alright. So you usually get these 2 for the first stuff. Plague has not leveled up yet. Okay. And then the city allows us to recruit Ungors. And I'm allowed to build one of these 4 things. Plus casualty replenishment rate in the region. Horde recruitment capacity +1. Plus corruption. Winds of Magic, power reserved capacity +5. All blood ground regions. Provides line of sight. Campaign movement range, worse for enemies. Small chance of a plague breaking out at the start of each turn. It will not harm beastmen, warriors of chaos, nor skids or Nurglish. Vigor in battle, winded for non-warriors. Plus ammo, plus reload time for enemy towers. None of this is huge. And a corruption, maybe? Also, it looks like we don't have to worry about control in the area. Alright, let's look at the buildings for the mobile army. So we got this thing, which allows us to recruit Ungors. And then we got whatever this is. There's only one thing I could do. Plus 20 dread per turn. Okay, I'm assuming that's important. Okay, and then what can we hire, if anything? Wait. Is there no upkeep costs? Huh. Okay, this is this is insane. So this is kind of like when I played the Tomb Kings. Like there's like low tier super free units. All right. And we got a big 4 there. Current Devastation. This is the current devastation already earned from the surrounding blood ground for winning battles and raising settlements within it. Once the devastation here reaches 10, the ritual of ruin can be performed to convert all gained devastation into marks of ruination. More devastation leads to more marks earned. Okay. Interesting system. Alright. Can I get another lord? No. There's a capacity, and we are at it. Alright. Okay. Rewards of Dread appears to increase the cap of how many of each unit. Okay, so units are mostly free, but you're limited on how many of them you can have. Alright, I can't afford any of that right now, so I won't waste time reading that right now. And I don't know that this is worth spending the gold on at the moment. Provides line of sight over all regions in Bloodground. Honestly, that line of sight thing could be really good. I'm gonna try that. Because that then, what is the Bloodground? This? So it'll give me line of sight over all of that. And then we can decide who we want to attack next. Alright, so turn 1 in this game, you saw there's like over 280 factions, but many of the factions are just like the level 1 opponent for the people next to them. So very quickly, you know, some of those numbers start to dwindle. Confederation. I don't know that I've ever seen a turn 1 Confederation. Look at the Dread tab on the right where diplomacy is located. Rewards of Dread? Yeah, we just looked at this. Yeah, so this stuff is bought with lots of gold, and everything else is bought with lots of Dread. Alright, let's see. Plague leveled up. Plague, you're gonna get a point in training, increasing the XP of the army. Alright, and what do we want to hit next? So we appear to be at war with that guy over there, which is vampire counts. And got a few things we can do here. I can use the beast paths to like teleport over there. It would take 2 turns to get there and then a 3rd turn to attack. If I teleport there, I could hit floating village on the next turn, but then this guy would come over and take my herdstone.
This is my land. Father.
Move in and camp and recruit. I mean, I'm gonna lose 2 Bestial Rage if I do that. Not sure if that's the play or not. I wonder if I can... if I move in and camp and recruit, I can only move that much. And then it would take probably 2, 3, 4 turns. I don't know that adding in a whole additional turn to our trip is going to be good. Just because of how long it's going to take to get over there. Is there anything we can do with early game diplomacy? No. Okay. Also, someone says I usually build the building on the far right. What was the far right option? Minus missile damage for enemy towers and siege. Reload time increase for enemy towers. Plus 10% ammo. Beastmen don't have good diplomacy. I can't imagine why. Cannot imagine why. Yeah, now that I think about it, I fought this guy before, but oh, hold on a sec. This thing should not be doing that. Allied factions should show no camera at all. Enemy factions show fast camera. Neutral, do not show the camera. Alright, that should be much faster. Okay. Plight of the No Horns challenge completed. Okay. Let's see. So we could choose another research. Buffs for the archers. Buffs when fighting dwarves, high elves, wood elves, dark elves, and men. Challenge characters' aura leadership increased and leadership size increase. Plus speed for all units. Let's get the archers. Bye all. Have a good one, Tyler. See you next time, buddy. Alright, so yeah, again, he cannot... Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. It says he can get over there. I'm surprised by that. If he can walk there... Huh. He went right across the water. Most armies, when they have to cross water, it ends their turn. Okay. That is swamps. Or marshes. It does feel bad to basically be spending 2 turns just moving in the early game. I think some of my favorite factions are, like, they're in densely populated areas, so, like, every turn there's a battle. So I kind of, like, maybe it's not right, but I have this feeling of, like, oh god, I'm getting behind because I'm not, like, you know, fighting. Okay. So first we want to attack the guy that's outside the city. Try to ambush him. We got it. So, yeah, dude, this guy's super dead. Armor piercing, ambush damage. We'll put that on flag. Auto should... No, is he seriously gonna get away? Wow. That's... Well, okay. We got a regeneration armor? That's insane. Okay, this item or follower is currently assigned to Malagor the Dark Omen. Oh wait, no, I mean, yeah, he can have regen. I forgot. I thought for a second I was thinking I was playing the other Lord, which had regen. Alright. Evening Muck. Hello, Vas, how you doing? Decisive defeat. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, so here's his army. And I'm just gonna hit 5 battles. So he's got basically 2 armies that are mostly tier 1 undead. I've got 1 army that is almost full, but we have a couple of high tier units such as the Giant and the Manticore and my Legendary Lord. Now I did lose a lot of Winds of Magic coming over here, so I don't have as much mana to throw around, which is kind of sad. A lot of Crypt Horror Silver Rank, yeah. Yep. That one Vargulf too. However, vampires do not have ranged units, so I don't have to worry about him lining people up on the walls. He can't do that. Chip has repositioned in a very cute way. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So you start deployment. Let's get these shield bros right here. And these here. And the archers. And let's lock them all in formation. And just making a few hotkeys here. Alright. Move them forward. Wonder... I mean, I could have the Manticore in the same group as the Harpies. I could do that. speed it up a bit. Can the giant break walls? He can. I think he can break walls. I'll just go for the gate now, though. That's fine. Alright, let's try to get the archers up on the walls to shoot down. That would really wreck them if we can pull that off. There's one hero unit on top of the wall. Alright, archers are starting to set up ladders that they had in their pockets. Wow. My lord is kicking this hero's butt. Do you want to remove the giveaway pin? Yeah, that would be good. Just a second, and thank you. Sorry, I'm so used to Jackal's deleting all my pins, I just assumed it was already gone. Wait.
God damn!
Okay, so let's drop them from the group. And actually, wait, stop. You guys are being stupid right now. Let's do this, and this, and this, and just getting them to stack up a bunch. Alright, getting them to push into the enemy base. Alright, are there any enemy things anywhere? Alright, let's have the Harpies and the Manticore go for their flying units and try to pick those off. And harassing the Flock of Doom. Oh, and okay, so their legendary lord is over here harassing my archers. I'm gonna go jump on that guy. Now, this guy, I think, also has regen, so I actually don't know how well my lord's going to fare against him. So I guess we're going to find out. I think Plague is too big to get on the walls. I think he won't fit. My archers are breaking. I don't like it. Archers are being really stupid right now. Check on the flying units. They're honestly not doing great. They're fighting right next to an archer, an enemy archer tower. Trying to take out these bats. Would have thought they would have been done by now, honestly. Alright, let me speed it up here. Alright, that group's done. Focus on this one. Alright, that one's done. Focus on this group. Whoa! Plague with the charge. He just knocked a bunch of them over. I like that he has enough mass that he could just, like, push through everything. Like, he does not care. Okay, all their flyers are dead. Do I have the... Oh, gosh. The giant was supposed to be in this group, but he's, like, not in